Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. In today's video I'm making pork and I'm going to mix it with matoke. Those who are new here, welcome back to my channel, and please, if you've not subscribed, subscribe. So I usually make this for us at home, and so after seasoning our pork, you can leave it to stay overnight, or you can do it then just deep fry it. We deep fry it in oil. We want it dry and crunchy, so we cook it until it turns golden brown. We want it to dry a little bit or turn brownish. We want it crunchy, then we'll put it out of the oil. Next is our matoke. Since you already saw, I'm peeling it, the green bananas. After peeling, put it in a bowl, wash it well, and then put out the water that you used for washing. Then I usually put roiko and salt, just roiko and salt, then mix it and leave it to settle for a while I'm frying my pork. After frying my pork, then I begin to put it, I also put it in the, so as you can see, my oil looks like it's not ready, but yes, that's how I want it. I don't want too hot. I want it to cook slowly as the oil heats up. So guys, from the look outside, you can tell your bananas are ready. We want it crunchy but ready from the inside, so that's why we put the oil that is not so hot, so that it hits with the bananas as again. So guys, as we wait for our last batch of the matoke to fry, we are going to chop our ingredients. As you can see, tomatoes, onions, carrots, etc. Then we'll go to the next step. So guys, here we are now. We are done with frying our pork, deep frying it. So we are now on our last step. We are going to fry our ingredients, then put them together with the pork and the matoke. Remember, we are going to mix everything in one pan. So we begin by putting our oil, let it heat for a few minutes, then we'll add the onions, as you can see, our oil is now ready. So we are now going to add the onions. Yes. We put our onions and let them cook for a while, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. We want it to be tender, not brown or not overcooked. Keep stirring until you get the feel you want. Just like that. So guys, at this point you can choose to add the salt before you add the meat, but remember, we already put some salt in the meat, so you have to be careful about that. Or you can add the meat then add the salt later. That is optional. Then also with the garlic and the ginger, you can put it here now or after the meat, but for me, I usually want to put it when I've already put the meat in the mixed with the meat. So as I said, we're stirring it for about 5 minutes. We want it tender. Then we'll add our meat. There we go, our meat. It's now time to add the meat. Then you mix it well. Keep stirring, keep stirring. Remember, we don't want it to. So guys, we keep stirring our onions and the meat together. We want it to blend, plus the garlic and ginger. We keep stirring, keep stirring. Then next we shall add our tomatoes. Keep stirring, keep stirring. Then we'll add our carrots, just like that. Then cover and wait for a little while for the tomatoes and the carrots to cook and soften. So guys, as you can see, our tomatoes have softened, and so we are adding our spices. We'll add, I use turmeric, cumin powder, and rosemary. Then we add our green peppers. Keep stirring. We want them to blend together. We want them to blend, and also the spices. But remember, we already had put some spice in our pork before we deep fried it. Yes, so here we just add a little bit because you don't want to exaggerate it. So you keep stirring it until they all blend well. Then we will go to our next step, that is adding our final, not actually final, because you have to add the roiko as well. So we add our matoke. Then we have to mix it. We want to blend, we want it to blend. We want the spices, the salt, and what all to catch up, So we have to keep stirring it, but you have to be careful. You have to be careful with the matoke or the bananas, because they are soft. They might get smashed, and we don't want that. So we want them as they are. So you stir it slowly, gently, carefully, but make sure you achieve your goal. So that is how I do it. I put it in bits because I don't want it to get smashed, and I want it to soak in the spices, the salt, and I want it to blend well. That's why I put it in bits and keep stirring till I get, you don't forget to taste, because we're about to put it down. So you have to taste whether the salt is enough and every other thing. If it's not enough, you can add a little. So that is it. That is what I'm doing right now. The salt was not enough according to my taste, so I had to add a little bit. Then you cover and give it about 3 minutes, just 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes. So remember, we have our final ingredient, and that is Royco. We are going to put our Royco. We are going to add Royco to it. For me, I usually put Royco last. Yes. So I'm going to mix it with a little bit of water. I put about 2 spoons of Royco. Then I add about 3 spoons of water in a bowl. 3 to 4 spoons. I mix it well. Then I add it to my, yes, exactly, that's what I'm doing right now. We add it there, then cover it a little bit, leave it to mix, blend well. But you can also stir to make sure that every part has got it. So we wait for about 3 to 4 minutes. Then our food will be ready. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you learned something, and please try this at home. Prepare this meal for your family. I'm sure they will enjoy it. And don't forget to share with us your experience of matoke and pork mix. Yes, you can leave a comment down below and tell us how it was. And do not forget to subscribe, guys. Please subscribe for more good videos. Now we are done. Give it the last stir just to make sure that everything is okay, just like that. So we are ready to serve. We are ready to serve. This is it. This is it, guys. This is super yummy finger licking. You would lick your fingers forever. Trust me, try this. You will tell me. So guys, we are now going to serve our food and we're ready to eat. Thank you so much for watching. Just can't wait. I just can't wait.